At 7:30 tonight, in a country practice, Esme returns to Wandin Valley after receiving the Order of Australia, and Alf Muldoon takes over the club and puts Cookie out of work. Now, it's time for the Thamesmen.
Back again.
Yes. Oh, how are you doing?
Good as ever. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
Fantastic. I'm Alex. I'm the man in Colorado. But welcome to the Music Community Center.
the place where old folks come to listen to music, I suppose,
and eat prunes to keep them regular. I was just texting with someone, and she was that's the age we're at. She was actually just texting me how she likes to eat prunes to keep regular. Just fucking take up smoking. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Does that help? Does that keep you regular smoking?
Well, that's why the French toilets smell so much, because that's all they do. They smoke cigarettes and have black coffee, and then they run to they'll have to run to the shitter.
As you know, I just came back from my holidays, and I was in Europe for my vacation. Yeah. And I was in Switzerland, and I was in Italy for a bit. And I tell you what, I was really astounded by was how many people still smoke in public.
Really?
And in restaurants. And in Switzerland, there was a lot of I thought Switzerland would be super clean, super, I mean, not everyone, but it was, having come from California, where it's illegal to smoke pretty much anywhere, I imagine, that you walk. There saw people sitting at cafes with cigarettes, and there were people walking down the street vaping everywhere. I was kind of surprised by it. It was really interesting.
Yeah, no, I was in France a couple of weeks ago, and everyone smoked. And they eat outside. They have like town square, and every table smoked. And there was one mother, and she actually moved her baby further away because and she was having a cigarette. Half expect the little baby to have a cigarette, but they seem to live for quite a long time.
Yeah, it seems unfair, really, because there is a certain pleasure to sitting in a town square with a coffee and a glass of wine and a cigarette or something. I do miss those days. So yeah, it's like anyway.
Bring back unleaded fuel and lead in paint and just like asbestos. Oh, they were the days.
Those good old days. Yeah.
Marlboro Lights that had vitamin C in, so they were good for you.
Menthol, what didn't kill you made you stronger.
Menthol, it's like a whole meal.
But not only did you get a cigarette, but you got fresher breath at the same time.
Absolutely.
Double duty.
Absolutely. Gin and tonic, menthol, and a bit of asbestos. They were the days.
Fantastic. No wonder we're in such good shape nowadays, eh?
Right. So what are we doing here, George?
That's a very fundamental question. But today, what we're doing today,
not what we're doing to tell,
not generally speaking in the universe. Yeah, no.
Do we?
That's next week's program.
That's the other podcast channel. That's the existential having
Thamesmen 3.
Yeah, Thamesmen 3. Why are we here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So so I don't know if you know. But it's like a cold chisel. Let's pander. We've got a great Australian following, and we love Australia, and we love your music.
Did you say pander? Shall we pander to the Australians?
We're pandering here, right now. We're pandering to the Australians.
Did you just go down there and just lay your soul bare onto the ground and then realise you exposed too much?
It said the unspoken or whatever it is. It's.
Shall we go flog the dead horse on the hill?
Shall we go for the numbers?
Shall we squeeze one more drop of blood out of that stone?
No.
No,
of course not. That's not what. Sorry. So it's 50 years for Cold Chisel. And they've got an album coming out on. I wrote it down because I'd forget. August 16th, I think it is. And it is called 50 Years, the best of Cold Chisel, and it's August 16th release. And so this is a track that is on it. It's called "You've Got to Move." It's a new recording. I actually don't know. Someone tell me, is this an original track from 50 years ago or some point, or is this a new track? But it's a new recording. It's them all in the studio. It's mossy. It's Barnesy. It's the whole lot of them, and it's done one of the sort of Kevin Shirley recording sessions. and it's called "You've Got to Move," and it's just a fun, great Cold Chisel track. So.
Well, they are. They're good. They're fun.
They're a great band.
Absolutely.
We love Cold Chisel.
Hopefully, Barnsley keeps his tempo and doesn't nut one of them.
Well, I saw he's ended up in actually just today. I saw on Instagram. I think it was Instagram. He's in hospital. Unfortunately, he had like a bad medical scare last year or something, and he's been out doing some solo shows because Cold Chisel are doing a tour in Australia. And my God, I mean, if anyone out there wants to pay for the Thamesmen to go to Cold Chisel in Australia, we'll be there. But anyway, he had some pain in his hip today, and coming off stage doing some solo shows, and he's ended up in hospital, and he's going to be off for a couple of months. Ooh. They say so. That's
get better,
not great.
Barnsley.
Yeah, you get better, Barnsley, because you rock, mate. All right. Anyway, so yeah, you've got to move. From Cold Chisel.
When he can't move, he's got a fucked head.
No, best not great choice was track for today. But anyway, yeah. Well, you've got to move, mate. You've got to get up and get moving so you do the tour. So that's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Are you ready? Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Sounds great.
Oh, really clean recording.
You know what that is?
Yes, that's how good.
Get up in the morning, take a piss and look around. Look at where I'm going, not a worry to be found. Look at where I've been, look at you and look at me. Any way you cut it, this is not the place to be.
Oh, isn't that great?
You know,
isn't that awesome?
Yeah, he's absolutely good. Yeah, you know, it started off and I thought, this is pretty generic. You know, this is very generic, very generic. But that's groovy. That's cool. You know, I'm getting into it. I was getting into the whole production. Super clean production.
Oh, sounds so good.
So good. But
That
then,
piano.
but when they layered it up at the end, right? And then all the hairs came up. I mean, you know, it's just like they are fucking great.
It's that band with two lead singers, the idea. You know, Mossy and Barnsey, you know, that they are so different in their tone and intonation that when they start to layer it together and they sort of play off each other, it is so powerful, I think. Yeah. I just absolutely love that feeling of those two together, you know. So
you know what? I think everyone who's watching this from Australia, get off your asses and get tickets for that tour.
I think it's probably sold out by big time.
If you can. I mean, like, you know, it's just, you know, one of the icons, one of the treasured bands of Australia. I've just got Gilmore tickets, you know, to go and see them in LA because, you know, they're still out there. These icons are still out there. Absolutely brilliant. They're touring, but they won't forever. So I mean, like, go and see Cold Chisel for Pete's sake if you can. If your neighbour's got tickets, go and club them and take the tickets.
I got a prompt from text the other day from Chris, our friend Chris. Hello, Chris. How you doing, sir? And he reminded me that the Hoodoo Gurus are on tour and they're doing the 40th anniversary of Stone Age Romeos. Which is one of their iconic albums, and I got tickets, and it's the end of it's September, I think it is, August, and they're playing in a smallish venue in LA. It is gonna be fantastic. A place called the El Rey, which is a classic Art Deco kind of small place, and so I'm gonna go see the Hoodoo Gurus. I am so excited by that.
Well, back to Cold Chisel. I mean, it's they're 50 years they've been doing it. Barnsey still absolutely giving every last vein he's got.
His voice is still unbelievable. You know, how
I think it was broken to begin with. So it's just for me. And Mossy, great. The whole band were absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and they've got this partnership. This guy, this chap called Kevin Shirley, who they do all their work with, and he does great production. He really, really does. You know, and so
too clean for me, the production.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you saw it live, it'd be very different. It would have more dirt and edge on it and stuff like that in some regards. So,
but I'm literally splitting hairs. You know what I mean? The production level. So good. All right, fantastic, George. If it was a sausage, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Wanger or Banger. All right, George, on a sausage scale of life, rate that track.
I'm just trying to remember, and I'm going to get pulled up on this one. It is a classic Australian sausage. So I think, don't they call them snags? I think that's a snag of a sausage, that one. Don't you think?
Is that a sausage or is it a type of sausage?
I think it's just generally a sausage, but I'm just trying to get away with it.
They don't have much choice down there. They're
just snags.
Whatever.
Put another snag on the Barbie, mate. No accents.
I was going to say, not like the French with the old horse cock.
Sausage song.
Sausage song.
Cock. Sugar.
Yes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a snag, and hopefully we've done that.
They'll tell us. Maybe they'll tell us if they won't. I don't. Actually, probably no one's going to watch it because YouTube is a cruel mistress, isn't it? Mistress, master, whatever. He, she, they, them, and it is. I think YouTube's going to punish us because we've been lazy or we haven't been around. We've been a hiatus. It's going to go.
I don't care.
Not going to show your video to anyone. No one's going to see it.
We're just in the community centre of life.
Eating up prunes,
keeping regular with our community. So I don't really care. I'm not going to listen to Taylor Swift. So fuck you.
Send me the menthol over.
Absolutely, we're going to have cigarettes, snags, and be in the community.
Smoke on air.
Absolutely,
I think. like those 70s newscasters. And be like,
all right. Well, I'll see you on the flip side, sir.
I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.